Some mysteries never fade. They don't get solved. They don't get buried. They just linger, like shadows in the back of your mind, waiting for the right moment to remind you that the world isn't as safe as we want to believe.
Tonight, we're not just revisiting crimes. We're stepping into three of America's most haunting unsolved cases. Stories that mix fear, obsession, and the kind of darkness that refuses to die.
Our first stop, California, late 1960s. A killer who didn't just want victims, he wanted an audience. They called him the Zodiac. Between 1968 and 1969, young couples across Northern California became his prey. 5 dead, 2 barely survived to tell their stories. But it wasn't the murders alone that terrified people. The Zodiac wrote letters. Not private confessions, but public taunts. He mailed them straight to the newspapers, mocking the police, threatening more blood. And hidden inside were cryptic codes, strange ciphers that baffled experts for years. Some were solved, others remain unbroken. And the question that gnaws at us still, who was he? Thousands of suspects, decades of theories, yet no face, no name. Just a phantom who walked away and vanished into history, leaving his legend and his puzzles behind. December 25th, 1996, Boulder, Colorado. A night meant for joy became a night the world would never forget. Patsy Ramsey found a ransom note, 3 pages long, demanding over $100,000. Hours later, police filled the Ramsey home. But the answers weren't inside that note. They were in the basement. 6-year-old JonBenét was found wrapped in a blanket, duct tape across her mouth, a garrote tightened around her neck, a brutal blow to the head. Childhood ended in violence that no parent can ever imagine. The crime scene was mishandled, evidence trampled. Family and friends walked through the home before investigators sealed it off. DNA didn't match the Ramseys, but it didn't match anyone else either. Theories spiraled. An intruder, a staged crime, or the family themselves. And almost 3 decades later, the case is as cold as the winter night it began. 1947, Los Angeles, a city chasing fame and glamour. But on one January morning, the city woke up to something else, a nightmare in an empty lot. Elizabeth Short, later known as the Black Dahlia, was found murdered, her body cut in half, blood drained. The killer had posed her remains like a grotesque display. Even hardened detectives struggled to describe what they saw. The case exploded across headlines. Suspects included doctors, mobsters, even policemen. But every lead went cold. The brutality of the crime turned Elizabeth into legend, but never gave her justice. Nearly 80 years later, her murder is still one of the most chilling mysteries in American history, a case that refuses to let go. The Zodiac, JonBenét Ramsey, the Black Dahlia, 3 different stories, different decades, but all bound by one truth. Some questions will never be answered, and some shadows never leave. If stories like these keep you awake at night, you're not alone. Hit subscribe and join me again for the mysteries that still wait in the dark.